live. Welcome everyone. Welcome.
Hi people.
Hi. Welcome to another edition of Mark and a Half. This is our Raw review, May 4th Raw review.
Yep. But before then, we have some stuff to talk about.
Of course, as we always tend to do. Before we get into the actual Raw review, we have a lot of other stuff to talk about.
Yep. And we have a new setup, guys.
Yep. We've had a massive upgrade, if you can't tell. Now we're not looking like at a 45-degree angle into our camera anymore.
And yeah, we got some magical lights here.
New lights and stuff. Hope you like it.
Cozy but sexy, right?
Thank you.
I guess this is like a setup for May the 4th be with you, like a Star Wars.
Oh
thing,
yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah. If anyone's into it, yeah. Raw took place on Star Wars Day.
Yep. So
yeah, I mean, also red and blue kind of our deal.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Like Raw, SmackDown.
I'm SmackDown, you're Raw. Like that kind of deal.
Damn, I wish I wasn't. If that's the case.
No, come on, Raw is better. Can you volume up a little bit?
Can we up the volume a little bit? Let us see. So.
Okay. Why is it like this?
Yeah, I mean we are a bit low.
Do this one. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, it is.
Wait.
How is it now? Oh, we're peaking a little bit, just to keep it in the yellow there. Yeah.
We're good.
Any better? Mic check, I guess. Mic check. Can you hear us well?
A lot better.
Thank you for confirming.
Okay.
Right. So, again, yeah. Before we get into our actual Raw review, there's a bunch of stuff that took place this week. Funnily enough, last week or last Saturday, I guess right after we did our SmackDown review,
we got some terrible news.
Terrible news. Yeah, it was reported that New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the first news that came out was just that they left the company. So immediately everyone assumed they had been released.
Yeah, they were cut off, but that was not the case.
Yeah.
But they just, they didn't want to re-sign their contract.
Yeah, it quickly came out that TKO took them aside. Yeah, we'll get to the backlash in a minute. Yeah, sure, of course. So the deal with Kofi and Xavier's contract situation was that they signed a new contract just a year ago, which was a 5-year deal, right? So it would have taken them until 2030. But all WWE employees are technically freelance workers, right? They're not obligated to the contract. So TKO wanted to reduce the pay for their contracts, which reportedly both of them had 7-figure deals, which I'd say well-deserved.
Definitely well-deserved. Like, if you see what they're doing for the company, whether like it's wrestling or not, like they do a lot of stuff that's not wrestling. And actually, they kept me watching WWE for a long time.
Yeah, there have been periods where I wasn't interested in the product, but I'd occasionally check out the Up Down YouTube channel.
By the way, our chat is not doing the chat.
All right, I didn't even notice that. Why
is that? Why is that not working?
No, I mean it's.
Oh, maybe that's it.
It's weird. I don't know why that is happening.
Do that one.
Yeah.
Do it now. Let's see.
So let's see if it is any better.
Can you write something else?
No, the chat should always remain active if that's the case, which is again weird.
Weird.
We can
check. There's no button. There's no message.
Oh, but it's there, right? You see that? You
We're
see
not
the preview?
sure. Oh, right. Yeah, we can see it over there.
Yeah. So
why is it not working here?
You know what? To be on the safe side then and not spend a lot of time, let's do that instead. How about that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'll just turn this off again. So a bit early, but we'll switch to our image view here because I believe it is working this way. I'll even do not this. I'll even let the messages stay.
You should do this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Something in the chat, please. Let's see if
okay.
this is working.
Our moderator said that he'll fix it himself. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go on then. All right.
Yeah. We'll
So
see
let's
what we can do
maybe
about that.
go into this scene first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's
Okay.
go back to this. So yeah.
Right. We were saying that they do a lot for the company.
Mhm.
They kept many people watching, and now they're gone. And they're like, we miss them quite a bit, I think.
Immediately, like again, Kofi's been here for 20 years. Been with the company. Xavier Woods has been in the company for 16 years.
Damn.
And to offer them a pay cut, which we don't know the full amount of the pay cut, but
It's been said that's like up to 50% for most people, maybe
Yeah.
for not them. But you know, when you're the New Day and you're those guys, you just actually expect a raise, right?
yeah.
And not a pay cut, especially in this economy, maybe.
Yeah, and
Um,
especially after they misused both of them so heavily.
For a long time, for
For a
like
long
2
time.
years now, I
Yeah.
guess.
Like going back to the time where they had the heel turn, which was amazing.
Amazing,
Like
incredible.
for a moment, it was amazing, and the few weeks following were also great. But then we just didn't do anything right after that.
Done? Oh yeah, we can see it now.
Nice. The
Great.
resolution's a bit off, but we'll let it slide, I guess.
Maybe we do like this?
No, we can't really do it like that.
Maybe try it.
No,
Oh,
it doesn't work
right.
that
It
way.
doesn't work that
Yeah.
way.
Well, it'll have to do, I guess.
I guess this is the best we can do for
Yeah.
now. And yeah, we were saying, now they're gone, and actually 2 more people are gone.
Yeah, in a similar situation where they, this is basically them asking for their release. What happened with the New Day as well, but yeah.
We have JC Meteo and
Tama-
Tangaloa
Tamatonga.
No,
No, Tangaloa. Yeah, it
Tangaloa
was Tangaloa. That
being released of their contract.
Yeah. They reportedly, again, they were also offered a pay cut and refused.
Oh, hey, Ertuğrul is here. He says, hello from Turkey. Yeah, you're going to share the live stream all over the world. Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
We have a celeb. Oh. Yeah, is this guy a musician? I think I know him from somewhere.
Damn, this guy sounds like he's a famous musician that I might have heard recently.
Never heard of him. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I heard of him. I don't know.
Thank you, though. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yeah, so JC Mateo and Tangalo, yeah, they were being misused like terribly.
Yeah.
Like we said in the last live stream, like the MFT can go somewhere, but they choose not to do it, right?
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, stick anyone in a 6-month feud with the Wyatt Six, who are also gone. This is what happens. Like, you misuse people, and then your complaint is they're not used well, so we'll, just throw them off. But you are the ones, making the call to use them terribly.
Right.
So I don't know how that tracks, right?
I guess. I mean, Jeff Cobb. I'm gonna stop calling him that ridiculous name.
Yeah.
JC Mateo. I
Should've
never
been
liked
Jeff-
it.
should've been
Like
Jeff
when
Cobb
when
from
he
the
made his
start.
debut, Michael Cole called him Jeff Cobb, which should have stuck.
Way better name.
JC Mateo was just terrible. He was doomed from the start. Maybe you could say they never really showed what he could do.
Yeah, because,
Um,
out of the MFTs, he is the best wrestler.
For sure.
Way better. Like, the only complaint people had when Jeff Cobb first came in is that, like, clearly Jeff Cobb was past his prime.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
That
a
was
big
not
issue.
the case.
That isn't a big issue as well, because even Jeff Cobb, quote unquote, past his prime, is still a great wrestler.
Right.
Could have done great things.
Well, yeah, now they're gone too. I guess maybe we'll see actually this train of releases keep going, maybe.
Yeah, it seems like this is a period of like a lot of contract negotiations. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and this actually results in the management of TKO getting a raise, which is incredible.
The funniest thing. So TKO this year made, if I'm not wrong with the numbers, $300 million more of revenue. Right?
And yeah, they just want to release more people, whereas they should do the other thing. In contrast, they should raise wrestlers' money, right?
Yeah, but one of their goals for the next fiscal year is to get even more revenue, and to increase their profit margin, which is already high. WWE is a high profit margin company anyway, but they wanted to raise it even higher. So I guess, just cutting off a few $1 million with releasing a bunch of people, I guess, is a way to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we know the management is terrible. We've been saying it for like months. And I guess it's not stopping. It's going to go worse.
TKO is one of the worst things that have happened to this company.
Up there, like top 3, I guess.
Yeah. Just terrible. Like, a lot of people are talking about how WWE isn't the same company anymore, right? Because, we had some terrible days in the last decade, but at least we used to have stuff like people who were WWE lifers, right? That was a concept. People would spend, even if they did anything before, they'd ride out the majority of their careers in WWE.
Yeah, and get into Hall of Fame, or just wrestle under their 50s and just go. But they're not up to their 50s, or neither they are in Hall of Fame. So it's just cut short, That was not the ending for them.
Like, if you think about it, they also tried to pull it with R-Truth, who everyone thought would be a WWE lifer. And it feels to me like Kofi Kingston, especially Kofi Kingston, whose most of his career has been in WWE, I always thought he'd retire in WWE.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah, it's sad to see. So what's our chat saying, by the way?
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio forever, 619, for sure. Yeah, he's in the company still, thank God.
Was it true that he had another another injury recently?
I haven't heard it, so maybe it's not true, because
Yeah.
I would have seen him, I think.
Probably. It's been a few weeks since I saw some report like that too.
Yeah, and old as Undertaker fanboy. Yeah, he's old too, and he keeps wrestling sometimes.
I mean, he keeps doing things that... the biggest thing he's doing is having a podcast right now.
Great podcast.
Yeah.
By the way, welcome, Bura. Yes, thanks for watching right now. Do we remember Ray's face reveal? Yeah, that was terrible. Terrible decision.
I wasn't alive, I believe, but...
But yeah, I think you watched it. Because we kind of watch the old stuff, so...
Yeah, first thing you see, type, if you type Rey Mysterio into Google, it auto-completes to two things. Is he dead? And Rey Mysterio unmasked.
Rey Mysterio is dead. Yeah, we heard that every year in 2020.
I think even Rey himself has posted things about it.
Right. But let's leave all that behind, I guess, and keep moving forward with our Raw review then. Which was, interestingly, I liked this Raw. It was fun for me to watch.
I don't mean to be the one always complaining.
Right.
But I'm genuinely saying this as a positive. My favorite thing about this Raw was that it was 1 hour and 40 minutes.
It was very short.
It was really short. Thank God.
I wouldn't say that. I think there was some stuff actually worth watching for me.
Yeah. It wasn't a terrible Raw.
For a few segments, I saw myself smiling for 15 minutes straight. I thought some segments were great actually.
There were. I'll definitely agree that this was a better,
above average Raw.
Yeah, better than recent Raws. I'd definitely say.
Funnier than usual. That's definitely the case. Let me tell you.
Very low bar for WWE.
It's a very low bar.
You know who wasn't on the card tonight? Or who didn't make an appearance that's been making a lot of appearances on Raws and SmackDowns? Danhausen wasn't anywhere to be seen.
Oh.
Is that a coincidence why this show felt funny to you, maybe?
Oh man, you're terrible.
No,
you're terrible for saying that.
I'll just say it before anyone else does. Danhausen is getting old a little bit.
Maybe when we leave off the Miz stuff, it will get better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So Raw proper begins with Roman Reigns making his way. Images.
Images. We need the images. Show me the images.
There you have your images. Then we really should do something about this later. Don't make me forget.
Look at that writing.
Way zoomed in.
Oh, the font is terrible.
It's just off resolution, right?
Off resolution.
No worries.
It's fine. You guys can see yourselves writing. so it's more fun, I guess.
You could do it now, like you can actually watch it full screen, but I don't do it because you can't type in full screen. So keep typing in the chat, but you can also see yourself in the video.
Yeah, huge. Okay.
Yeah. So Raw begins with Roman Reigns making his way to the ring, and then Adam Pearce is running behind him because Roman is looking everywhere for Fatu. Adam Pearce says, "Oh no, he's not here."
Yeah, he's like marching into the ring, all pissed, and while he's at the gorilla, he sees someone familiar to him.
Yeah. As you can see, Seth suddenly appears behind Roman.
Yep.
And just tells him to get out of my way.
Get out of my way, Roman.
Yeah.
So this was nice to see, you know. I didn't expect to see them together on the show because, you know, they've been really apart ever since Seth came back.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a fresh look to them. And this actually made you remember that Seth actually wants to become a world champion and Roman is the world champion.
Yes.
So there may be a program about this.
Specifically, Seth not wanting to become a world champion, but Seth wanting that very same title. Like the title he had to relinquish.
Right.
And that he swore. I'm terrible with my V's and W's, but the title that he swore to get back, and he never got the chance. So if they're making this as a tease to a program later down the line, good.
And last we seen of them actually, like their match, it was actually ended in a no contest, by the way. So we didn't really get to see Roman beating Seth ever.
Yeah.
He never beat Seth in a 1v1 setting.
Yeah, I guess. So again, if they are making this as like a tease to a future program, good. But I feel like WWE putting this scene is like, remember the Shield? Did you know Shield?
Still, I am a sucker for these two, so
I know
I'll always be happy when I see them both.
I know you are. I know you
They're
are.
brothers. All right. So yeah. While Roman was going to make an appearance, Adam Pearce stopped him, saying Jacob Fatu is not here, so you need to come later for the contract signing. And Seth makes his entrance instead. Yeah. Great pop. Everybody is excited with the song and all. The classic.
It's just a really easy way to get the audience interested. Oh, here's a song. Sing it.
Ooh, it's fun.
Is it a hot take to say that I hate this song?
No, not a hot take at all.
Yeah, it's.
That's a very popular opinion that you have.
I'm glad to hear it. It has a horrible melody.
Yeah.
Just 3 notes.
And we have some comments, by the way. Let's give that a focus a bit. You're a mark for this theory about Rey Mysterio and Ricardo Milos, same person. I don't know who Ricardo Milos is.
Don't think about it.
Okay, do not think about it then.
I'm just saying it was a good idea to add photos. Makes it easier to follow.
Yeah.
Guess who has ADHD? Well, guess who also has ADHD, but...
I've been trying to say this to you, man.
Yeah, I mean, no. I knew, like, if we could get it down right, which I think we have. Like, I believe this looks beautiful, but it was a rough journey getting it here, right?
For sure.
It wasn't
It took
easy.
like 3 streams to make it right.
Yeah, so we're not, terribly great at this yet, if you couldn't tell. But I believe, like, we finally got it down, and beautiful. And now the photos being here, absolutely agree, makes it easier to watch.
Yeah, so let's get back to program. So Seth makes his entrance, and while he's coming...
Kind of. He doesn't get to make all of his entrance with Braun Breaker.
Because Braun Breaker vowed to just attack him whenever he is there. So that's what he does.
Yeah. Just running. So, I mean, the camera shot was great. Like, Seth still, like, almost at the foot of the ramp. And Braun Breaker just sneakily runs in from behind. It was good.
Yeah, that was unexpected for me because I actually waited for a promo from Seth.
Yeah.
But it was a cool, quick, just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Braun attacks Seth.
I was thinking when the segment took place, every week basically we have Seth coming out and Braun Breaker attacking. I was thinking when this happened, like if it was getting old on me. If I was starting to find it annoying, because I had like mixed reactions upon immediately seeing. And I think like if Braun Breaker attacks while Seth is in the ring and talking, I think that's boring. But if we randomly get Braun Breaker running, just because it's kind of funny, I'll continue enjoying it.
Very fun. Hi Vania.
Hi.
Hello from Turkey, yeah, welcome.
Hello to Turkey.
Right. So Braun is just demolishing Seth.
Yeah,
right?
the beat.
So
No chance to get
people come to
anything back.
stop Braun because we need to get the show going, right? But they're not very successful at it. And Braun Breaker
Never.
comes back with a huge spear, lays off Seth, and that's it for Seth. And he's just, he was all, how could you say, looking fancy and stuff.
Yeah,
and he's looking raggedy and he's been beaten
Yeah,
up.
he's messed up now. Like, again with the thing of, there's a brawl, people come out to stop the brawl, it never works.
Never works.
The 20 employees coming out to save a brawl never works. It used to work sometimes, like a decade ago.
Yeah. I mean, it worked for Brock versus Oba, but that's not the way, I guess.
Did it? Because
Kind of worked.
Brock threw a chair above everyone.
So that didn't work.
I guess it
Okay.
didn't work. I guess it didn't work.
And yeah, so
Yeah.
but this is not the last we see of Seth
Yeah,
tonight.
we'll see them later as well.
Right.
But,
then we have our second match of the series for JD McDonough versus Finn Balor.
I guess, yeah, just from last week, just redoing it.
Yeah, I
for
believe
some
we'll have
reason.
another one next week.
Well, we had this match already, and Finn won clean.
Yeah,
Why are we doing this match again?
because Finn won't win clean this time. Interesting.
So, well, again, like, what is the point, right?
That's very creative writing for you, right there.
hey, ChatGPT, what are we gonna do on Raw tonight? Like, again, I really didn't understand the point of this match. But the way it's supposed to, move forward the storyline before this match, we get a backstage segment with Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
So again, a funny deal where last week, after the rest of the Judgment Day left the clubhouse, Roxanne was by herself. Finn sneaks into the clubhouse, right, and talks to Roxanne.
Yeah, tries to get her to his side.
And we have the follow-up on that, where Roxanne didn't tell Liv, but they were watching it on screen, and Liv is angry that she has to find out about this on Netflix instead of Roxanne telling her. Good, like this.
Yeah.
This is surprising attention to detail from WWE. I like this.
We love this.
So, again, there's a bit of an animosity between Liv and Roxanne.
Yeah, because she's fairly so suspicious of Roxanne turning on her on the Judgment Day. But did she turn on her?
Yeah, so we'll see later on the match.
Right. While the match is going on, right? All the Judgment Day shenanigans, just Dom coming in, Liv coming in. By the way, great Spanish fly.
Great Spanish fly.
Um,
Caught me by surprise,
yep.
honestly.
So while Liv was trying to do something with the match, the ref catches her. But while she catches the Liv Morgan, she throws a hammer behind her, and
Yeah.
Roxanne catches it. Oh, now this is the point where it's going to reveal it.
Yeah.
Will Roxanne Perez betray the Judgment Day? Right?
Of course she didn't. She wouldn't do that on a random episode of Raw.
Right.
So, McDonough gets in on the ropes, ref distraction, Roxanne hits Finn Balor with a hammer. Sort of a bit of an interesting development, which I don't think it's as plain as, oh, yeah, Roxanne is still Judgment Day. I think it's a bit of, there's a bit of mischievousness
Yeah,
there from
this
Roxanne.
might be a play from Roxanne.
Yeah, again, nothing to really go on. It's just a theory, I guess, a wrestling theory. But it feels like, Roxanne is just keeping up appearances of being loyal to the Judgment Day. But I guess, it'll take them another 4 years to break Roxanne away from...
As we're used to by now.
I hope they get the tag titles, very soon.
Very soon. Hopefully they
very
do.
soon. I was low-key hoping that a women's tag team championship match would be set up for Backlash.
No, we can't have more than one women's match on
No,
Backlash.
what are you talking
It's
about?
not possible.
It's a 5-match card. We can't have 2 women's matches.
We
Come
cannot
on.
do that. Come on.
God damn.
What do you
pal.
think this is? 2026? Hell no.
Hell no.
We're back in 2002.
Yeah, so that's it for the Judgment Day. Again, the biggest thing for me with this match, why? We did this match already. Isn't it a bit weird?
Right.
That's a great question. If you know, if our bosses buy us a PlayStation 5 and WWE 2K16, we'll happily play it on
Yeah,
stream.
please, bosses, buy our video games.
That's up to our bosses. No, I don't know even I don't even know if I would enjoy 2K26.
Yeah, I haven't
that
played
much.
this for like since like 15 years.
Yeah,
ago.
I played some of the 2K games and I don't like them too
You
much.
think they can do? Thank you, boss. Okay.
Thanks, boss. I'm not a huge fan of the 2K games, not gonna lie. I would do it for a content. Though,
I'm not
so.
familiar. I would like to play it.
You know what would be fun though? Like not playing the wrestling part. But you know, my GM, you versus me.
My GM would be amazing.
That would be kind of fun. That would be kind of fun.
Right. So let's get back to the show then.
Yep.
So up next. Wait, we actually have. No, we don't.
No,
okay. Up next, we have Penta and Javon Evans versus Rusev and Ego. What was his name?
All Ego, Ethan
Page. Right. How can I forget?
Best North American.
Like
not the champion, just the best North American.
not the American because he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Don't mix it up.
So best North American.
Right.
So yeah, bit of a continuation again of what
Did you know
happened last
he's
week.
deceptively large? Said by Michael Cole.
Yeah, Michael Cole, and I'd even say more annoyingly Corey Graves. Like, get off this dude,
Come on.
Corey Graves.
Yeah.
I get it. You watch NXT Corey Graves, but we know Ethan Page is good. You don't have to prop him up even more.
Right.
He was a bit annoying tonight, Corey Graves.
He was quite annoying. But it's fine.
Yeah, we get the tag match. I didn't hate this because I thought I would hate this when it first started up, but I'm on board with this.
Yeah, me too.
I am, and even more surprisingly, I'm on board with Rusev a little bit.
It was very interestingly, right? Because I was also always very skeptic of like Rusev segments because of how they've been using him like such terribly, right?
Yeah.
And now they're kind of fixing it. We've seen him being strong during WrestleMania after it, and now he actually looks like a contender.
And like even more importantly, to me at least, he's not entirely boring now because he has like a fun dynamic with Ethan Page.
Yeah, he has a personality into it.
Are they successfully building Rusev?
That'd be incredible.
Right? But yeah, the dynamic in the tag match with Rusev and Ethan Page, I think that was the most interesting thing to me. But also a standout performance from Javon Evans, as always. I think this was one of his better TV matches over the past few
because
weeks.
his TV matches are not good.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah, all Javon Evans TV matches are just normal WWE TV match, and then they give him like one segment, like one sequence where he can do the cool Javon things. This match felt a lot more dynamic.
He did
with
many
him.
cool spots.
Yeah,
Like
many.
flying everywhere.
He's great.
That red dot move always gets me. Beautiful move. And yeah, by the way, Ethan Page tried to do like the twisted grin like 6 times.
No, I mean exaggeration. Yeah, I think it was only twice that it got countered.
It has to be like 3.
Sure, let's call it 3.
But
yeah, he unfortunately didn't successfully manage to hit it.
Yeah, by the way, the dynamic you talked about, Rusev was trying to like soften Penta and Javon up and just send them to Ethan Page, which create a cool dynamic between them.
Yeah, like because I hate the trope of here are 2 wrestlers tagging, like not a team, but they're in the same program, so the heels are tagging, the faces are tagging, and will they coexist? Like that's the most like WWE tag team trope that they've been using for the past decade.
And it was not the question for this match.
Yeah, and I'm glad it wasn't. Like it's just the baby faces have a vision. We know Penta and Javon, like they're chill. Ethan Page and Russo were a bit questionable, but they work great together.
Work great. And for the last final sequence, Rusev roughs up Javon Evans, Penta, to throw him into Ethan Page, which turns him into a suplex. This is not the twisted grin, I think.
No, yeah.
And he's confused.
The dynamic between these two, I think, actually elevates Rusev because Rusev is a very weird character. He can be really fun.
Yeah.
Like his the beginning of his first run in AEW, I really liked him then.
The Miro, yeah.
But even in AEW, he got boring quick, right? So he's a very he plays a very difficult character, and like pairing him up with Ethan Page, I can see this being a long-term
Just
thing.
works.
Yeah. I mean, I know, I can guess it's not gonna be a long-term thing. Like, this is, in my opinion, just leading into a four-way where one of the heels is gonna get the title. But
Probably Ethan Page.
yeah, I mean, if Ethan Page gets the title, it doesn't make much sense for Rusev to hang around him. But if Rusev gets the title, it makes sense that
Oh, Ethan Page would betrays him somewhere along the line.
not betrays, but like later down the line, sure. But I feel like, you know, Rusev could get the win in a fatal four-way, and then Ethan Page becomes almost like his manager, and they hang out, because Ethan Page is a very charismatic wrestler.
Right.
Like, was a very charismatic person.
So yeah, we'll see what they do with this.
Yeah.
This was nice.
This
Very
was
fun.
Very nice.
Yep.
Yep.
Up next, we got the contract signing for Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
So yeah, officially Sol Ruka is on Raw.
Glad.
Great,
Glad that
gladly.
it's happening. So Sol Ruka comes out, gets on the mic and talks for seconds before she's interrupted by Becky Lynch. I hate her music, first and foremost.
The live concert was great though on WrestleMania. I liked it.
No.
But yeah, before her music was kinda. I don't know actually. I think I like this one better.
Oh no,
Weird.
And also Sol Ruka's music, Sol Ruka's theme,
It's bad.
it is like the most generic shit ever.
Very generic.
Yeah.
Not fun.
So I saw it said somewhere else, but people were commenting on, oh yeah, she has Sol Ruka now has a terrible theme, confirming her main roster debut, which you know that's the staple
yeah,
up
guys,
here, right?
she's a surfer. Let's add some bubbly music. Water, yeah, cool.
This is horrible.
This does not work.
Yeah.
Please change it.
You know
Right.
they won't.
So
yeah.
Becky Lynch comes in, tells Adam Pearce, "Yo, I've been looking for you everywhere. Why are you ignoring me?" And just gets on with her stuff. Like she has some stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
with him.
obviously she just wants to take the spot for herself, which commentary also calls out. You know, I love how WWE thinks that, you know, putting two women against each other and one of them calls the other one a bitch, and they act like it's the biggest deal
thing ever.
Oh my god.
She called her a bitch.
She called her a bitch. Can you believe it?
believe that?
Yeah, this program is very weird.
But whatever. I think this was very fun actually.
Kind of fun.
Because I liked Becky's acting. That's a rare thing for me to do.
I know. I am generally a fan of this annoying ass character from Becky Lynch.
Yeah, this worked, whereas for AJ Lee's feud, it did not
I
work.
think this works better. Yeah.
This works. This definitely works better.
Yeah. So Becky just says some bullshit.
Yeah, this felt natural for me. Like
Yeah.
that was a huge part of it, because all the other things that she does feels superficial for me. Like the acting whole crazy and just selfish kind of way,
Yeah.
like overly selfish. But this here was funny.
Yeah, it was. It really was. And at a point where Becky's off guard, Soul beautifully manages to catch her with a Soul Snatcher. Kind of, but not botches it because the move still hits as it should, but slips up while getting up to the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Saves it though.
By the way, I also want to mention before that Soul Snatcher happened. Right, the promo was going on. Soul kind of like calls her rude, not misogynistic. I was going to say misogynistic. Like what's that? But right, yeah. When she's pissed, she tries to throw a punch at Sol Ruka before that, and hits Adam Pearce.
Yeah,
this was very funny for me. I think this part was the funniest one.
sure.
And Adam Pearce is so pissed. I think he's going to do something with her title now. And yeah, like that, Soul Ruka hits the Soul Snatcher, and that's it for Becky Lynch.
Yeah. Like, I feel like Becky Lynch is a great first program for Soul. And it is still good if Soul gets the title or not.
Yeah.
She could still benefit from just having a program with Becky, even if it's a loss. But I'd love to see her win. And we know there's nothing more Becky Lynch likes than just putting over other people in this
Yeah.
day and age. She just wants to put over everybody.
But she's not on the creative, my friend.
Yeah.
She might be okay to do it.
She
but-
does have generally, like, Becky generally has a lot of say in her
she has pull, you
creative
say?
deals. Kind of, yeah.
Yep.
I feel like, I hope that's where this is going. That title would look great on Sol Ruka.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Before we continue... so yes, after that we get Joe Hendry again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again,
He still wants Logan Paul to get fired.
He still like comes on the show with saying, Paul, can we fire Logan Paul? Right.
Yes, can we, please? Like, not as a joke, can we?
So, like, before the segment, we had a segment with the Vision, like Logan Paul being mad about what Joe Hendry does.
Yeah.
And Austin Theory has a match with Joe Hendry, and Austin reassures Logan that he'll handle it.
Yeah, Paul Heyman apparently set up the match with Austin Theory instead of Logan Paul because he thought Logan Paul was gonna kill Joe Hendry because he's too angry. So Austin
Right.
Theory instead.
So he has the match, right? By the way, before like the match started, so Logan Paul is pissed, right? Comes out while Joe Hendry is singing. Oh, who are you talking to about? Whoa.
I find that like there's this like character shift with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
He is acting a lot more immature and a lot more childish because he's very pissy with Joe Hendry, and I find it almost unbearable. How
Yeah,
annoying
but
he
people
is.
love to hate him.
I
And it's not go away heat, I think. I don't think it is go away heat.
from the crowd, unfortunately, it's not go away heat.
So it works.
I still have the go away heat against him. fucking
I
hate
do
Logan
not.
Paul. I fucking hate Logan Paul.
I do not. I think he adds a lot to the business. I still like him being here.
Yeah.
That's where we
You don't even go here, fucking tourist.
right. So like Austin Theory just tries to stop with Joe Hendry's music, tries to attack him, and he fails. Right. So he turns back to Logan and Logan's very upset, like screams out, "Austin!
Oh, Sting.
You said you were going to handle it." Then the match starts. That's the part I found funny, I think. Like I said, I found a lot of parts funny about this show. I don't know if I was just in a good mood or something.
You probably were. Honestly, you probably were.
Maybe I wouldn't find this in a bad day. I wouldn't find this funny in a bad day.
I guess so. Like, again, the external news shapes how I view the product a lot. And for most of the show, I was thinking about the fucking pay cuts and how Kofi's gone and Xavier's gone. So
Yeah.
that I guess that sort of makes me
Chimes in.
Yeah, makes me a little less a lot less enthusiastic, I guess, about
Right.
the product.
That's a fair
So,
point.
So Logan Paul is very angry even before the match starts. So the match ends at like minute 30 via Logan Paul interference.
Ooh, big surprise, right?
Big surprise. I guess it's a way to extend the program or extend the feud. So Logan can't control himself, attacks Joe Hendry, and then they just start beating up Joe Hendry. Street Profits then come
Yeah.
to the rescue.
Like we seen last week, they want the titles, so
Yeah.
they just go mess with the Vision.
Can we actually get the two teams in the program, please? Because, this is...
I wouldn't want to see another of this next week.
Yeah, because this is what's been going on for the 2 weeks. Something else goes on and Street Profits come out to save the baby faces, whereas I feel like they should actually be feuding at this point.
But this one was more interesting for me because not only Street Profits showed up, when Street Profits showed up, Braun Breaker also showed up.
Yeah.
Just destroyed them. And like we said, this was not the last we've seen of Seth Rollins tonight. So Seth comes back. However, he's not able to defeat Braun.
Yeah. So we sort of get that numbers game, right? So Street Profits versus the tag team of Ryback. So Street Profits has that one, right? Street
Yeah.
Profits has that one. But when Braun Breaker is involved, Street Profits can't handle it. And then Seth joins in. So it's a 3-on-3 program. Seth is beat up, so he can't help this much anyway.
However, Seth was beating Braun up, but due to Montez Ford actually distracting Seth
Yeah.
Rollins, he got the spear.
Yeah. So
So he's upset about this, clearly.
and we'll see the team of Street Profits, and then Seth Rollins later on in a backstage segment with, they're still hesitant to work together. The Street Profits don't like Seth
Due to the
much.
creation of Vision.
Yeah. But it also makes a lot of sense that eventually the faces are going to team up, right?
For sure.
I just find it weird that Joe Hendry, in the match got beat up and then
Didn't do anything.
didn't do anything afterwards. Like, y'all are 4 versus 3. You have
Yeah.
this handily. Like, what's up?
It's fine. Though,
It's
right?
fine. It's fine.
This was a fun segment. Seeing Braun just interact with other people other than Seth Rollins is nice.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. And we have the Oba Femi Open Challenge.
Yeah. Oba challenge.
Who is going to respond?
Who's the Oba challenger? It is.
Alpha Academy.
Yeah. First they make it look like it's gonna be Tozawa that's getting in the ring, sizing up Oba. Then gets scared, goes back. Otis steps in, and I had mixed immediate reactions because I am sick of seeing Oba Femi squash matches.
Yeah, we wanted to see a real competition between these other guys, right?
Yeah, but Oba. Do we have an actual image for that? What?
The part where he picks him up from there. Let me see. No, there was no image for that.
Skip to the last one though, because that was
By the way,
highlight.
before that, no, I don't think that was the highlight for me. Did you see that flying uppercut?
Yeah.
That was insane.
Oh, boy.
I think that was the best flying forearm I've ever seen in my life. Did you hear the onk?
Yeah.
Oh
that
my
was hard. Oh,
God.
you damn mic blew up.
It's okay.
I know.
You know it's okay.
I know. So yeah,
Intern Big Show.
intern Big Show.
Oh, funny comment by that. Comment
Yeah.
of the night.
Coming at a night. So yeah, again, I don't want to see a lot of more squash matches, but I am happy if this is the last one because seeing Oba lift Otis up to a fall from grace, which he also did in a very creative way, like
Very funny way. He was like, it's time to think.
yeah, Oba's showing that he's clever, so
He's not just a goofy guy. He's
yeah,
not a gorilla.
makes Otis go up to the mid rope, and then he gets Otis in the powerbomb position from there. Great stuff. Very impressive.
Very fun very fun match.
Yeah.
The way it was very creative, different than most Otis matches.
And for Oba Femi, who's the main spotlight or under the main spotlight here, for Oba Femi it adds something to his character and actually takes one step forward. I again just don't want to see more squash matches or pointless one-offs anymore.
But yeah, now that we've seen what he did, he has the in-ring IQ
yeah, that's
to win matches.
Something plus to his character. But again, it's time that Oba gets into a more serious
It's
program
a
now.
very slow rise at this point.
Because he still has the momentum of beating Brock Lesnar, but that's not gonna stay stay indefinitely. It's gonna taper off.
I think we definitely will see a real competition next week.
After Backlash, something probably.
Is Ilya here? Yeah, Ilya Dragunov is on Raw with Carmelo. The United States Championship is on Raw, right?
No, it's on SmackDown. What are you talking about, bro?
United States Championship.
Yeah, IC title is here.
IC title is here.
We just did
we just did the IC title. I'm sorry.
Are you getting a bit sleepy?
Sorry.
Is it a bit too late for you?
Yeah. Okay.
It is.
It
is actually
maybe
getting a
I
bit
just
late.
want to see Ilya Dragunov versus Oba Femi. That's why I said it.
Ilya versus, but a serious match, like Gunther versus Ilya type of match with Oba Ilya.
Yeah. So we'll see. It may be a better option for Oba next week.
There are anyone almost.
It just has to be.
Almost
right?
anyone on the roster is a good program. Again, if they make it a serious story.
Oh, by the way, there was one interesting thing. I was going to mention that we haven't seen Alpha Academy in a very long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But while there was a segment for, I think someone was walking down the aisle and we saw Austin Theory and what was the woman's name in Alpha Academy? What was she called? Maxine Dupree, huh?
Oh yeah.
We saw Austin Theory talking with Maxine Dupree. So I guess maybe we'll have a new member on Vision. Did you not see that? They added a subtle detail then.
Damn.
Behind someone's
Actual clever.
entrance. Yeah.
Really?
Austin Theory came up to Maxine Dupree talking something. Maxine Dupree was doing this.
Is
But
that,
then
are you?
I'm really
Goddamn.
for real. It
Interesting.
happens.
Interesting.
So yeah, we may have a female member for Division.
I mean, would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing anything with Maxine.
Right. So after this, we got the letdown of the show, I think, because I don't want to see this program.
The biggest problem here is we only get to see half of this feud, right?
Yeah.
Because the other half happens in the AAA, and I'm sorry, it's probably a great product. I don't watch AAA.
Yeah, they showed like snippets of the show where like Brutus Clay and Julius Creed came back. The Creed brothers, like they're great. I love them, by the way.
Yeah.
Very talented. So they came back to help the original El Grande Americano on AAA.
Yeah.
We have not seen that.
We haven't seen the Creed brothers in ages anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I get the points, like, they're doing both shows, and it's sort of to promote AAA in a weird way, but this isn't a good way to do it, because anytime this storyline continues on the main program, it's boring.
Yeah.
But this match was really good.
It was good. Like, so Creed brothers came in as Julio and Bruto.
Brutal, yeah. So now the original El Grande Americano has his own entourage, which
Works.
like
It makes sense.
Just think about it, right? This match removed everyone's masks. It's Chad Gable and the Creed brothers versus Ludwig Kaiser and Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Holy.
What a fucking lineup, right?
Would be a great match.
There is not a single wrestler here that isn't brilliant, but
I don't see these guys here. They are not them.
they're not them. That's the point. Like, we can't ignore the fact that being these dumb characters is just dumbing their everything down.
Yeah.
No matter how great they are.
But yeah, the match works great. Right, in ring is great.
Yeah, there were some really good stuff on
But
this
I'm
match.
just away from everything because I don't really watch the other show, right?
Yeah.
Like we mentioned. So match goes great. Like all the stuff, great. But there's no character in this.
I mean,
There's no story I'd like to follow. So
there are characters. It's just characters that neither you nor I care about,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
great spots.
Yeah. Oh, I
You know,
mean,
Chad Gable is
yeah.
strong. He does a suplex.
Everyone here is a great wrestler.
Mhm.
And that's the saddest part about all this, because Chad Gable has been a like nonsense comedy character for fucking ages,
Yeah.
and Ludwig Kaiser got
Ah,
dragged into this.
Man, do you remember like when it was Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable for the IC title? That feud was great.
Chad Gable coming back from being Shorty G and being wasted away. Could have done great things with him. Ludwig Kaiser, he could have taken over the world.
Yeah. If he just did a feud with Gunther.
Why-
Still can,
Why did
hopefully.
why did they book that? Well,
Yeah.
again, it's good match, good wrestlers. I don't care about the story, unfortunately. They really want me to care, but I can't.
Is there a match on Backlash?
No.
No, right?
It's on May.
Oh, it's on Triple A's main pay-per-view.
Yeah, on May 30th. So we still have like 3 more shows where we're gonna see these people.
I think we're gonna get Chad Gable back, by the way,
I
at
hope
the end
so.
of it. But I think Ludwig Kaiser is staying as El Grande Americano at AAA. We won't be seeing him. which is sad.
I wish it could end in a no contest or a draw, and both of them take off the mask, and we just fucking forget
That's
this
the
ever
best,
happened.
best approach to do it.
Yeah, so find a way to make all 6 of these people lose the masks.
Yeah. So yeah, original Grande and his team win the match, and that's it.
Yeah, the heels get over, which there weren't a lot of shenanigans,
Mm-hmm.
or as much as I expected from this dastardly
No,
heel
heels
trio.
do not get the win. Original Grande gets the win.
Oh yeah, okay. So
But with the headbutt.
the face heel dynamic is so messed up, right?
Right, it is.
No, who's the heel here? Who's the face?
Everyone is a heel.
No, because it also changes depending on where they are, right? Because on AAA, oh my god, this
Yeah.
story and these characters makes no sense.
Everybody
Because
loves the fake Ludwig Grande. on
yeah, because
AAA.
I'm like, who are the heels? Chad Gable and the Creed brothers are the heels, I'm thinking. But who is getting the pops? Also them. They're not getting booed, but they sometimes are.
Sometimes they're face.
Sometimes they're the heels.
Doesn't make sense. That's
Nev-
why we don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just leave it at that. There's no need to talk about it more.
Yeah. So, real quick before we get into our main event segment, John Cena has a big announcement at Backlash. It's gonna be that dumb Club WWE thing. Have you seen the Club WWE?
I saw it.
Yeah, paid membership for WWE where you get access, like early access to tickets and premium exclusive merch. Fuck TKO.
Who cares?
So, moving on to our main event.
Right. We have the main event that we expected.
Yeah. Another Bloodline promo main event.
Yeah, Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu contract signing for their match.
Note before this, a bit before this segment took place, we saw the Usos.
Right.
And the Usos were explaining that they're not here to get into anyone's business. They're here to make sure nothing gets weird, right? If anything goes south, they're here to watch Roman's back. That's the only time they appear on the show.
Yeah.
They don't come out when inevitably stuff goes south during this segment.
Yeah. Maybe they're talking about like other interferences from MFT and stuff. Just leaving solo Jacob and Reigns on their own.
SmackDown, they were very upset that Jacob Fatu was using the death grip. And he did it again.
And they were
They didn't do anything about it. What are they doing?
I don't know, but they cut a great promo, by the way.
Yeah.
Both Jimmy and Jay. I liked it.
What I really like is that Jay is the spokesperson now, right? No, Jimmy is what roles reversed a little bit because back in the old Bloodline, Jay was the one usually doing the talking. Now it's Jimmy. I like a lot of what they're doing with the Bloodline, just some of it.
But this was good as well.
Yeah, this was good. The promo between Fatu and Roman.
He sits at the head of the table, as always.
Great detail.
Yeah.
So, like, if it were two normal people, they'd sit on the wide
across
sides,
each other.
Across from each other. But Roman is on the head at the head of the table. Fatu is on the side. Good storytelling.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty certain it's Paul Heyman that could have come up with a detail like this.
Oh, they did this before, by the way.
Yeah, again, like it's the continuous tribal chief head of the table thing.
They did not forget this detail.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank you, Paul Heyman, who's probably behind all of these segments.
Yep. So they just go on.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns starts talking. I got Solo in, and he got you in, so I got you in. Right? But he mentions that the death grip that Jacob uses is a last resort.
Yeah, it's a desperation move. You only use it when you're in a bar fight, 1 versus 8. Seriously, Roman?
How can that help it versus 8 people?
You're in a bar fight. You got 8 people trying to mess you up, and you just pull this on them? Oh no.
That just puts pressure on the Adam's apple and makes you lose your breath.
I guess. But, if we go into this with the WWE logic, I think they're selling the move correctly.
Definitely. I love this.
Yeah.
It's very cheesy.
Yeah,
what you should get from wrestling.
Sometimes. Not always, sometimes. But yeah, I think they're doing a good job at selling how big the move is.
Yeah. So, right. While going on about this, Jacob responds to Roman saying this. He says, I am desperate. That's why I'm using it.
He's desperate. So Fatu explains that he wants all the tribal chief things because he's trying to take care of his household and send his kids for education and stuff. And Roman, I think in a great way, responds that I'm taking care of several households.
Yeah, 170 people, he said.
He said you're taking care of 7 kids. I'm taking care of 170. You're trying to get better education for your kids. I'm trying to get better education for generations upon generations.
Oh, man.
Good writing.
Very good writing.
Good writing.
That
good
hit.
Dialogue.
And Roman is right.
He is kind of right.
Yeah, because he sees that like their family has been through a lot, right? With the politics and stuff. And now they're at the top.
Yeah. And Roman also makes a point where they've earned so much money off of our family. Now it's time we make that money back. Great point as well.
Great point.
So, again, The only thing, I guess, because we did say Roman was very right, the crowd also seems to think that because Roman was getting incredible cheers for this. Weirdly enough, Fatu was also getting cheered.
Yeah.
So even though the story, yeah, it's a bit gray who's the heel.
I think
'cause-
they're both correct. But when you take a look at the big picture, Roman is right.
Yeah.
Because, he said that this formula works. Me being at the top works. It
Yeah.
sells. And the company buys me. It wants me. So
they
if I'm
want to do
not there,
business with Roman.
yeah,
is
if
what he
I'm
said.
not there, this is going to fall apart.
Yeah.
It's
So-
not going to be us anymore.
I
he
guess the
says.
dynamic here is they're both right, but Roman is the heel who is right because he's right, but he's being an asshole about it.
Yeah.
And Fatu is also right, and he's just very desperate, right?
And he's not doing anything heelish. He's just fighting for the championship.
Yeah, and-
that's what you should do in a wrestling company.
Yeah, and Roman is the one that's doing the bloodline stuff again and disrespecting Jacob Fatu, or asking him to acknowledge him because even if this bloodline is a force of pure good, somehow we know what the old bloodline is, right?
Yeah.
And Roman bringing back the bloodline should put him as a heel, but the crowd love Roman. So it's a bit of a weird situation. I feel like they could have pushed Roman more towards being the heel,
I'm not sure.
but can they? Like
I'm not sure.
these people who pay thousands for a ticket, are they gonna boo Roman?
No, I wouldn't boo Roman.
I-
I wouldn't want him to be booed. I like where it is. I like it as it is.
I don't know.
I don't have any problems with this. Like,
It just
I'm
feels like
telling you.
when both of the guys are getting cheers, but Roman is getting louder cheers, then where Fatu's momentum, slips down a
do
bit.
you really think that? Like, it was the same with CM Punk. CM Punk wasn't getting booed. Roman was getting more pops from
Yeah,
fans.
and when they were ahead, occasionally Punk would get booed.
Yeah, this will be the same.
I guess.
Like the situation. I think it will be for Roman and against Fatu.
But later, after they talk too much, Fatu jumps up on Reigns and beats him up, and then he's getting cheers again.
Yeah, and
But-
hits the tongue and death grip, but
Mhm.
Roman has found a way to get away from it.
Yeah, Roman sort of counters it.
But it doesn't work.
It doesn't work because inevitably he gets hit with it again, and Fatu puts him through the table.
Yeah, by the way, he turns it into a choke slam.
Yeah,
The tongue and death grip choke slam. Perfect.
good. The table.
Great finisher. This should be his second finisher. Maybe the more deadlier one.
I guess, but the moonsault is just so good.
They are both great, by the way.
The moonsault
I love
is
choke slams.
so good.
I just love choke slams.
I
I
get
love Big Show.
Yeah. So yeah, Roman goes through, not go through the table, he just goes on top of the table because the table doesn't break.
Yeah.
So Fatu just flips the table over Roman and stands tall to end the show.
Yeah. That's it. And signs a contract, and that's it.
Yeah.
Pretty good segment.
Yeah.
Got us ready for Backlash.
Yeah, I guess this is an alright way to end a, go home Raw.
Yeah.
We'll see what's up at SmackDown. I don't think the Backlash card is gonna change. I doubt we're gonna have a
I doubt
sixth
it.
match, but we'll see all about that. So Backlash is this Thursday, and we will be
Thursday?
Did I say?
Yeah. This
I meant-
Saturday.
I meant Saturday. So Backlash is this Saturday, and we are going to have a live watch along.
Mm-hmm.
We probably should have said it somewhere earlier in the video as
Yeah.
well, or earlier in the stream. But we're gonna have a watch along for Backlash. So make sure you join us for that
Yeah.
if you'd like. We're gonna just chill and hang out for the duration of the show and a little bit after to do our review.
So yeah, if you don't wanna miss the streams, please subscribe
Yeah.
and like the stream.
Yeah, like the stream, and hopefully we'll see you later in our following live streams. Thank you so much for being here, and if
Yeah.
you're watching it later, until our next stream,
Bye bye.
and take care.